Hello everybody, it's Lynn, long time no see. This is a video, response video for Angela Kerr. She's got a YouTube channel, that is her channel, and she's got a challenge, should I say, going on at the minute, and it's for a friendship page. She's making a friendship book with all the pages that she receives from her subscribers. This is open until the 20th of March 2020. Today I think we're on the 6th of March 2020, and so there's still time to enter. I've got to admit I've really enjoyed making this, and once you start doing these pages you just don't know when to stop, and you can do overload. And well, I hope I've not overloaded it too much for you, Angela, and I hope it does fit in your friendship book when you make it. The products that I've used in here, first of all, the idea of the fold for this came from Kerr. She's a lovely lady on YouTube. She makes amazing crafting things, and this is where I got the inspiration from this fold from. She did it I think Christmas time last year, because I did make one and I gifted it to someone, a smaller version of this and not as intricate. And the paper line that I've used is Craft Consortium, their new paper line, which is called Farm Meadow, and some of the stamps, plus the Emporium collection, and this is all by Hackney & Co. Kaisercraft postmark stamp that I've used, you'll see. Indigo blue exclusive stamps, they were free with cards and paper crafts. That's the large butterfly that I've used from that collection, and smaller butterflies, and the botanical sign is from Botanical Tea. So let's get on. I think I've explained enough of what's in here, and this is what I've done. I got this idea from another lady on YouTube. Sorry, can't remember your name. She's a lovely lady who lives over in the USA, and this is the paper, the envelope stack system, and on the front there's 3 envelopes, and then I've added tags, and I've added Tim Holtz paper dolls, and this particular lady, she does come out, does that lady. The other 2 are actually on the smaller envelopes. Stacked it up, and I've added that to the front of the page. And then these are some of the tags that I've made with this is the new paper line, is that, and so is this blue. Sorry, I just don't want to get my arms in the way all the time, that's all I'm trying to avoid. This is silver foiled, it's gorgeous. And then I've stamped the envelopes, added some seam binding to some of them, and some chiffon to the others. So that's the front part. This has all been made from one piece of artist paper, you know, the watercolour paper. That's what I've made it from. So when you look inside, this is what happens when you open it up. This is I've made the envelope there. That's from some, I think it's tea dyed, that paper there. I've added a belly band with a slider, butterfly slider on it, that goes up and down. And these are all the new papers. Move it over, that folds out. That is the paper that I've used on the front. Made 2 tags, 2 little tuck spots, and made 2 tags. That's 1 tag. It's hard to show, is this? That's the other tag. Let me move it over a bit more. This is the other tag, and it says spring on that one. On the other one it said summer, and I've collaged those up with some bits and pieces. And then right at the end is, that opens out, and there's 2 little cards in there, like specimen cards. Sorry about my hands. That's one. It says figure 1, and that's the other one, 2 and 3, and it's just inked up, and they slip in there. Use some trim to used another piece of the cardstock to make a envelope, tuck spots, sorry, and then added the cotton trim. That folds into itself. I've put my mark on there, handmade by Linem, just for you, 2020. They're the tuck spots there that these little tags fit into. And then that folds. I've stamped butterflies. That folds into itself there. They're butterflies, and then, as I say, this is an envelope, and in here I've altered a postcard. That's a postcard stamp that I have, and then this is from the Botanical Tea. A cup of tea warms the soul like a good friend, and that's the gilding flakes that I've used on there. Those a long time. Gilding flakes. I did try to look for my Versamark pad, couldn't find it, so that's why I decided on the gilding flakes, because I wanted to do some embossing, but as I say, I couldn't find the pad, so this is how come I used the gilding flakes, and I'd put the gilding flakes on the envelope as well. Added the, can you see it? Added the Botanical Tea, stamped it out, added the trim round, added a little butterfly, a couple of little resin flowers there, and then in this side I've done a piece of, it's coffee dyed, I think it's the Reebok Red Bush tea that I've used, and I've gone round, I've stitched round it, added this trim, added a piece of washi, that's like, looks like a stamp, and it's got a stamp on it. Then I've used my stamping Kaisercraft stamp to mark it, sewn it round, and then inside I've added, that is chamomile tea in a packet. Done some more stamping there, and then that folds out, can be used for a letter, or I don't know whether I'm going to put my message in there for Angela yet. Not made my mind up. So that just slips and lives in there. I put the butterfly to the top for the simple reason, for when it's folded together, it's not as bulky then, so that can fold in. That's one of the new stamps as well, the bluebells. And then you fold it like that, and then this is the back. Now the back, and I've left where I've torn it out of the pad, the artist's pad, and I've stuck that down, and I just think that makes a bit of a feature as well. This is some of the new paper line, and then that's the same trim. Added a couple of these little silk flowers with the nice little centres. I like those. And then I've made this specimen card from Tim Holt's butterflies, and I had 3 in my stash, and I've stuck them down to this vintage looking tea dyed paper. I've added a piece of tape there, it's not old, isn't that? It's some that I've made myself. If you just stick it on whatever you want it to pick up and just leave it, or you can colour it. That's got, I think, brown paper underneath it that makes it look aged there. And then stuck this down to another piece of card, inked round it, sewn round it, and that is the back of the card. And then these two are made from playing cards. There's some playing cards I bought last year when I was in London in Covent Garden. There's a stall that sells all sorts of things like that, and he has lots of different ones. He even has Alice in Wonderland ones for people who are interested in Alice in Wonderland. And these were the mushroom this is the mushroom collection. That's a big giant puffball. I've added some trim there. It's fabric is that's been stuck onto paper for another project. Then I've got some washi tape that says poisonous. That came in the that came with the Emporium collection. Did it? Yes, it did. That came with that. That's one of their last year's collections. And then I've used one of the stamps that I like. That's washi tape stamp. Added some of the trim, put 3 little pearls there. I've sewn down there, sewn round the card, and then that's the back. That's one. This one is, it says grey coral fungus, and that's been done exactly the same. Put the washi on that says poisonous, the stamp, tiny little piece, left the dangled sewn threads, and then I've inked round it with, I've inked round these two with, let me just reach over there, the antique linen from Tim Holt's. That's what I've used for that. So that's that. As I say, they're sitting there. Just like that. Sorry, I can't do it at that angle. I'll have to do it like this and pull it out a little bit. That's it. And then that's the back. And that's the front. So I'm hoping that it turned out to be a bit more than just an A4 piece of paper folded in half, Angela. I got carried away with myself, but I love how it's turned out, and I hope you like it. And for anybody that doesn't know Angela Kerr, She's a lovely lady here on YouTube. I've not known her very long, only this year I found her channel, and she's an amazing crafter. She explains everything so that you can understand it, and I love watching your videos. And I'd like to say thank you all for watching, and please join in the challenge, and I'll see you later. Bye.